Hello and welcome to Weird Around Illinois. One thing that we've noticed, both in our own travels and in reading reports and in watching a number of cryptid and ghost shows, it strikes us as odd that nobody ever seems to find anything in bad weather. So let's talk about why, and let's get weird.
Yeah, there are a couple of big reasons why we don't see it. One possibility, I guess you could say, is that, cryptids, at least physical cryptids, that are trekking through the woods or going through a bunch of rough terrain, they're not going to want to get rained on, and they're not going to want to get stuck in whatever mud's in their way. It's going to become a problem for them, I'm sure.
Do you think they're like hunkering down in a cave or under a tree or something waiting for the bad weather to pass?
I think so. Once more, that's more of like a realistic thing without the supernatural aspect at all.
Mm-hmm. What about ghosts? We never seem to find any ghosts in any of those frozen cemeteries that we visit.
Yeah, that's one of those things where I'm not too sure, because it really comes down to what you believe what a ghost is.
Yeah. We've also gone on those investigations during the summer. We still didn't find much.
So. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Another reason is that people avoid rain very intentionally. So obviously we're not going to be out and about while it's pouring down rain.
Or cold, or snowing, or hurricanes, or
any disaster like that. We're overall just going to be staying in our homes or just driving, trying to get from A to B.
Honestly, we're probably worse than most cryptid hunters when it comes to that. I guess it's just because, we didn't grow up in West Virginia or Southern Illinois. We're more suburban, so, the idea of standing out there with the rain pelting us and freezing our butts off for, 12 hours, it just never really appeals to us. If it's that bad, we're either not going out or we're staying in the car.
Yeah.
There's been times where we kind of dealt with it.
Yeah, definitely. But not like, say, Russell Acord would. I think he would just, pull his sleeping bag up around his face, and he would lean up against a tree and just stare angrily into the rain all night long, waiting for Bigfoot to appear. But,
another question I would have, how would that affect UFOs?
Good question. Again, I don't remember hearing about any UFO abductions in the rain. Maybe they've happened in the cold, but, snowstorms or rainstorms, it seems like it's always the same when you're hearing about these things. It's never like, it was the worst night of the worst night of the year. I don't even know why I was outside. And that's when the aliens came.
Yeah, usually I just hear that it's like a clear sky or something. We can see them up in the sky.
Yeah. But again, that could be your second point as well. It could just be that people aren't out and about when the weather's that bad, so the UFOs would have to actually go into random people's houses to abduct them. It doesn't sound like that's something they often do.
Yeah, maybe.
So again, when we talk about this information, there are different places we can get it. There are eyewitness reports on the internet, there's our own observations, and we get a lot from watching these paranormal shows. And, ghost shows are one thing, because ghost shows are like 80% indoors. And so even if it's raining outside, you're not really going to know it, because they're going to be inside the haunted prison or the haunted hospital or whatever. When they are outside, it does usually tend to be good weather. But I don't know if that's because they think they're more likely to find a ghost in good weather, or if they just don't like being outside in bad weather, or if maybe their cameras won't work in bad weather. Which is another thing to consider with these TV shows. It's much more pronounced, though, when you're watching like a Bigfoot show. Especially finding Bigfoot. It used to irritate me every time. They would be having a great night, they'd hear a wood knock, they'd be closing in on something, and then like 3 drops of rain hit them, and they're like, okay, we're done for the night. Gotta head in, it's gonna be raining. And the same thing was true of snow. If there were 1 or 2 snowflakes, it was like, okay, time to pack it up.
Yeah, and reminder, these are people who have multiple cameramen, a bunch of technology with them, and a real high budget. They could survive it.
And they're being paid to do it.
Yeah, we're not.
Right. Yeah, so I've never understood that unless maybe those high-tech cameras that they use are just really, really fragile, and if you get like one drop of water on them, you're gonna have to pay like $20,000 to replace a camera or something.
Then get a GoPro. Like, seriously, the quality will not change that much from a viewer's perspective.
At least carry it as a backup.
Yeah.
It just tell. I mean, I would understand as an audience member if they said, okay, the weather's getting bad here, so we're going to switch to our GoPros now. So you may see a little difference in quality, but we're going to stick with it.
Yeah, in fact, it might even add to the cinematography of it overall and make it look cool.
Yeah, a good point. Finding Bigfoot doesn't seem as bad for that. And mountain monsters, they never seem to be out in bad weather.
Sorry, did you mean Expedition Bigfoot?
Yeah, Expedition Bigfoot. Sorry. But I'm having trouble remembering a time that, the Sons of Appalachia were out there in really bad weather.
Yeah, I don't remember either. But there are so many episodes as well. I mean, there must have been at least one.
Yeah,
at least in the rain, and probably in the cold too.
Yeah,
they didn't seem to get very scared of anything.
No,
except for cryptids.
yeah, certain cryptids they definitely were a little nervous about, which is odd because they're the only show that actively carried guns.
Yeah.
But in general, I mean, you're not going to see bad weather on most of these cryptid shows. They're just not going to be out there in it. And to your original point, I don't know if that's because they believe they are not going to find a cryptid in bad weather, or if they're just not willing to tough it out.
We can also talk about a lot of eyewitness reports.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with Dogman. There's all kinds of different weather that people see Dogman in, but it seems to be primarily in like the summer and times when people are out a lot.
Right.
Whether or not they're out in winter, we don't know, because not a lot of people are hiking through the woods in winter.
Right.
Yeah,
and when you do get a winter report, it's never like, it was the middle of a blizzard and I was trudging through 3 feet of snow. It was just, it was a clear January night, and we were just walking through and there was Dogman.
Yeah. Near the beginning of this channel, didn't you have like a map showing the seasons that Dogman showed up?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that showed summer and then like fall and spring being at the least likely Dogman sightings.
No, I think summer, spring, and fall were actually most. I think winter was less.
Okay. Huh.
And our theory, I think at the time, and I'll have to double check. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But, I thought our theory at the time was that there were less daylight hours in winter, so there was less time that people were out looking and out doing stuff. But who knows?
Yeah.
And then of course there's Bigfoot sightings, which honestly I could basically say the same about that. Not many people are hiking through the woods in winter, and they mainly seem to be seen in forests. That could explain why there's not many sightings, or Bigfoot could simply not like the cold.
Yeah. First, you have to think also about the hairy man in Alaska or the Yeti.
Yeah. Good point.
Those aren't exactly Bigfoot, but they seem to not mind cold weather at least, but maybe they don't like blizzards.
Yeah.
True. And then there's other cryptids like Mothman, Goatman. Those I'm not sure what to say about those.
Okay, so Mothman, I feel like there's an explanation for it, because I mean Mothman can fly. With Mothman, it really depends on the speed that Mothman can go, but assuming faster than a bird, it could go to a different country, different side of the planet, and go somewhere where it's a little bit hotter, a little bit colder, anywhere.
True.
And some animals, if they get some flying animals, if they get too much moisture on their wings, they lose the ability to fly. So maybe he does fly off to avoid stormy situations for that reason.
Yeah. And what was the other one you said?
Goatman.
Oh, Goatman. Huh.
I think Goatman, as long as you drink enough alcohol, he'll appear anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Goatman seemed really aggressive and probably wouldn't care if it rained a little bit or got a bit muddy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if he lives in southern Wisconsin, he's got to experience a lot of weather.
Yeah.
I mean, they get as bad a weather as we get in northern Illinois. It's constantly snow, rain, too hot, too cold. You get like 5 days a year where the temperature's perfect and there's no rain going on.
Yeah.
And we've gone our own hunts, as we talked about earlier. There were multiple Thanksgivings where we went to places like cemeteries where it was really cold.
Yeah, I didn't realize until this year that it had actually become a tradition for us to visit like a different cemetery every Thanksgiving.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's nice.
And I'm pretty sure this Thanksgiving we went to Rest Haven Cemetery. I'm pretty sure last Thanksgiving we did too.
Yeah, that's really funny. And it doesn't even make sense. Like, we should be doing this on Halloween or something.
Yeah.
But no, Thanksgiving. Time to be thankful for our cryptids.
You know, we're always just kind of in that, you know, post-dinner, what are we going to do now mode. And, you know, we're often kind of left on our own, the three of us.
Yes.
And that's always a dangerous mix.
Yeah.
Because there's nobody to tell us that's a really, really stupid idea.
Then we drive out to Rest Haven Cemetery and set up our gear everywhere.
Yeah. I think when we went this last time, it was like 20-something degrees, but
Yeah.
the wind chill was like 2.
Actually, I think it was down to 14.
Oh. Yeah,
Still pretty rough.
Yeah. But in terms of cryptid hunts, there's one that jumps to mind, and that was the one where again, you know, you and your mother were in the car, and you and I were out at Nitschke Mounds, and we had gone up to the edge of the woods, and we were using that listening device, and we were hearing something big moving through the woods not far from us, but we were getting nothing on the thermal.
Yeah, I remember seeing that clip actually, going through all of the files that I had there. Yeah, we went pretty far, like just around the forest.
Yeah, and that was a cold night. I mean, well, it must have been because you didn't come with us. So you know that's usually a good sign that it's under 30 degrees.
Yeah.
I wish we went to investigate that sometime this year.
Yeah, was it the end of last year that we went to Nitschke Mounds again?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll catch it this spring. The trick is you have to catch it in spring or fall because it closes at 9 p.m. and you want to get there, you know, when there's enough dark time between, you know, the time we get there and 9 p.m. to actually be able to do some hunting in the dark.
Yeah.
You know, if you go in the middle of summer, it's going to get dark right as it's closing, which is kind of what happened to us the second time. Other cryptid hunts, I know when we were at Shawnee National Forest, it had just rained the night before, but I seem to recall that was a pretty nice day. Maybe a little overcast.
Yeah, I don't think we went to the Shawnee National Forest. At least not hunting there.
Oh, that was where we had the tree fall.
Oh, that was Pierre Marquette.
Oh,
State
Pierre
Park.
Marquette. That's
Yeah.
right. I'm sorry. Pierre Marquette.
And I think at one point it was raining there a little bit towards the end of the day when we went there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when we went back.
Yeah, we're of course just driving that time, but
Yeah.
we didn't see anything except for a lot of mist. We saw that.
And there was one other time, can't remember where it was, but all 4 of us went on a full expedition and deep into the forest. We had all our gear. Where was that?
Was that in Michigan?
I think it was.
Yeah,
But
I think that was around Lowell, Michigan, where we were checking out one of our listeners' reports there, looking for Dogman.
Okay. Yeah, that was pretty cold as well.
Yeah, which I didn't mind at the time because it meant there were no mosquitoes.
Yeah.
That's the downside, too. If you go when there's perfect weather, you're going to get eaten alive by mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Unless you're in Alaska, then you'll get eaten alive by mosquitoes and be cold. Yeah, so, I mean, obviously we've done a lot in bad weather, you know, cold weather, raining. We haven't found a lot. Of course, we haven't found a lot in general, but but the Pierre Marquette Forest, that was a productive trip. So remember a Dogman hunt when we were looking for the Beast of Bray Road, and by the time we got there, it was raining so hard that we never got out of the car.
Oh yeah.
It was like storming.
So we went there twice.
3
right?
times.
3 times. Okay. So was it the second time or the third time?
Third time.
Third time. Huh.
Yeah, that was when all 4 of us were there.
Interesting.
And we had, I think we'd eaten at Bella Cucina that night. We'd really, we were hyped up on great Italian food and ready to do something.
Right.
Or Cucina Bella, that was it. Cucina
Oh,
Bella.
okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm getting all my words reversed tonight for some reason.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, so we went there, and the whole plan was that we were going to check out Bray Road, and the storm started as soon as we got into Elkhorn. and it just kept raining harder and harder the whole time we were there.
I thought for sure we were going to find Dogman that night. There's lightning and everything.
Yeah, it was like a horror movie. There was a part of me that thought, yeah, this is the night.
Yeah.
But Dogman apparently was smarter than we were. So, if any of you have had any better luck finding cryptids in the rain or the snow, or finding ghosts on really, really cold nights in cemeteries, we would love to hear about it. And we would love to hear where you did it, too, so we can go check it ourselves. We're running out of places to check out around here. We really need your help. We need some ideas. So please let us know, and we look forward to hearing from you, and we look forward to talking to you again soon.